I'm not kidding. That's a near perfect looking burger. 38 years ago in Hawaii, Kelly and I on the beach in Oahu had maybe the best teriyaki burger of our lives. We remake that today. Hopefully we remake it today as good as it was then. But first, our hearts and our thoughts have turned to the tragedy in Lahaina. We couldn't do an episode about anything Hawaiian without remembering that, but also turning this into something of a fundraiser. So everything we make from this video will go towards the World Central Kitchen. That's Jose Andres's organization that takes care of people on the ground in terrible situations. But so you can be part of this if you'd like. Just watching, you're helping. But if you'd like to go a little further, there's a fundraising link below in the description. You can click on $1, $2, you know the drill. Every little bit helps. Thank you in advance. And now here we go. So here's a picture. Me and Kel, 1984, in Hawaii, looking much younger than we look now. But we spent a lot of time, of course, on the beach. And we had this teriyaki burger that was made by a deaf guy. There's two people that had this big setup on the beach. One of the guys was deaf. He was the cook. I'm telling you, no cheese on this burger, great teriyaki sauce, great flavor, grilled pineapple. That's it. Simple, could not eat them fast enough. And we're on our honeymoon, so we're probably drinking and, you know, having fun. Anyway, it's all good. We're gonna make that today. Here's the order. We start our own teriyaki sauce going because it's way better than any of the shit that you're gonna buy. And most of the stuff you're gonna buy is gonna be shit. We're gonna prep the pineapple. We turn a proper pineapple into rings. We're not using canned rings, we're making our own rings. Gonna get the beef going, and then it's almost downhill. Teriyaki sauce first though.
Downhill sounds bad.
Does sound bad, but it isn't bad. It's the easy thing. We begin by putting a little heat under our pan and adding 1 cup of water. To that, we will add 1/4 cup of brown sugar that looks like that, 1/4 cup of soy sauce, like that, a couple tablespoons of honey, 1 and 2, and then garlic in the squeeze form, about a tablespoon, and about the same of ginger. And this we will bring to a little simmer and mix together. Come on, simmer, simmer. I'm gonna switch to a whisk to help break this stuff up. Give it a good mix. You want everything combined. And when it is, we're gonna take 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, add 1/4 cup of water to it, and mix this well.
And mix this well.
I did that clean. And mix this well.
You actually were setting this down when you did it.
I did it very quietly, nobody could hear. You don't have the headphones on. And my audio boss didn't say shit. And when the cornstarch is all lovely and mixed and smooth and not clumpy, we'll add it to the sauce. Pour it in like this and mix. And in about a minute, this will start to simmer again and become thick, rich, and oh so amazing. Little bubbles, here they come. Look, I love watching the little bubbles. It's like, we want to break the surface, but we're not ready to. Okay, and in about 2 minutes, I've made amazing teriyaki sauce. You have to do this. Stop buying it. This I'm now gonna let just simmer for a couple of minutes, then kill the heat until we need to use it. Let's prep our ground beef next. That would be 1 pound of 80/20 ground beef. Those would be 2 green onions that I will now chop up to put in here, like this. I like to cut lengthwise first, and then here, and then do this. Be careful at the end, you do not want to cut yourself. 1 final chop, and in they go. 2 more things. Little of our BFF, you know what that is. Kosher salt, coarse ground black pepper, granulated garlic, all to perfect amounts. And I'm gonna go with 1 tablespoon of soy paste. If you only had soy sauce, that would be okay. And I do like using the paste when I don't want whatever I'm making to be watery. And this we will mix with gloves. And when you're all mixed up nice, we get a tray and we'll make these 1/3 of a pounders. So these will not be smash burgers. These are just gonna be nice, grilled, just like that guy in Hawaii. Grilled on an open flame. Beautiful. 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful. Okay, pineapple time. Before I cut the pineapple, one quick note. Next door neighbor's dog, Astro, that you hear me yell at fairly often because he barks a lot. He's no longer with us. He didn't die, they moved. So we don't have Astro to yell at anymore.
He moved on to a better place.
He moved on to a better place, that's funny, yeah. No, they moved away. So I don't know what the new neighbors will bring, but we're gonna find out. I hope they don't have noisy dogs, though it is a little fun. Okay, pineapple cutting time, here we go. And golden pineapple, certainly not as beautiful as you would get in the islands. The top's kind of janky, but that's okay because we're not using it. Here's what we're doing. Hold the pineapple body, hold the janky top, and twist in opposite directions, and you get that. Now we're gonna cut this guy down. So about an inch from the top, and we go like this. Straight down. Same on the bottom. Did I say that funny? Yeah. Same on the bottom. Great. Get rid of these. And now we're gonna cut down the sides to get this off. All the way around. Does smell good though, I'll tell you that much. It's gonna be so much better than that stuff in the can. Quick little wipe because we're anal, because I'm anal. And now here's what we've got. If you wanna be, again, super anal, see these points? You could just gently take the points off like this. And what this will do is help round it out a little bit more for when you go to cut them. It'll just look a little bit prettier. And these you can eat like this. That's quite delicious. Now you're gonna cut pieces, and how big you want them is totally up to you, but that looks fine. So if you cut a few, there we go. Now, this is all gentle and tender, soft. The middle is not, you don't want to eat the middle. You could take a knife to it, or you could get your little set of cutters that we bought for cookies, or I don't make cookies, for whatever, and find one that fits like this, and just go, perfect. Look, it's like I work at the Dole factory. Beautiful. I'll save these guys for when they go on the grill, but now we'll take a break and make a cocktail. I think you're gonna like this. We're making a pineapple coconut margarita. So here's some kosher salt on my plate. This will be for rimming the glass, but to make this even more beautiful than it would be, I'm gonna zest some lime on here. So just zest away until you have sort of a reasonable amount of coverage. This will add beauty and a flavor. Perfect, okay. Now, we bring back our lime, give it a little roll because we want it to be juicy, and we cut in half, and a little wedge. Then we take our glass, and we're gonna moisten up the edge. Moisten, shit. You probably can't say that. We're gonna wet the edge. That sounds bad too.
I'll just bleep moisten.
All right, now we go into the zested salt. See, look at it. That's real pretty. We want to add some ice now, but you don't really want to knock off this. So I have ice in my measuring cup to try and, that's not gonna work. Just drop them in. One more. Now, we get our shaker, we put ice in this, and to this we're gonna add Blanco tequila, which is white, a few good glugs, like that. Pineapple juice, a little splash of coconut milk, little, that's it. And now the juice from one half of these limes. The lid goes on and we shake. And when it's ready, you center your glass and you pour. Beautiful. And a final piece of lime squeezed and dropped in. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're gonna put citrus in a cocktail like this, don't throw it in without squeezing it. Because if it's in there, the juice of it is meant to be in there. Do not force your friends and family and guests to now go digging their fingers in to pick it up and squeeze it. That's a sin. What also would be a sin would be not having a sip, so we will. Here's to you, Lahaina. It's so good. It is so good. You only need a little baby splash of coconut milk. If you put too much in, you end up with like a pina colada, and not the biggest pina colada fan. Pineapple's great. The tequila's great. Listen, here's my theory. One good drink is better than 2 or 3 weak ones. So put a decent amount of alcohol in. I probably did the 4 parts tequila, 2 parts pineapple juice, 1 part coconut milk, and then a bunch of lime. By the way, if you're just joining us, we have put a link below where you can donate to help what's going on in Lahaina right now. We're gonna send the money to the World Central Kitchen. And all the money from this video, we will be donating ourselves. So one more sip. It's time to grill these burgers. Off we go. First on, pineapple slices. Interestingly, they take quite some time to get good color on them. So we'll give them a chance by giving them a little bit of a head start, not a lot. Just let them do their thing for, a minute or so, and then we'll start talking patties. And with the pineapples working away, on go the patties. 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful. All right, just let them cook away. Let's check a pineapple, shall we? Nice. Okay, but let's get more marks. Nice. Oh, come on, you get with the program, buddy. All right, everybody cook nicely. Nothing to see here right now until we flip all of this nonsense. All right, let's give the, what are these called? The patties a little turn. That. Same. And same. Hey, I'm fine. You just go like that. And while we're here, let's have a look at the pineapple. That is pretty as. That is too. Come on, you. All right, we'll go with it. Let's just trade places. All right, keep everything going. One more flip to go to the other side and we're almost there. When you see this little puddle of juices on the top, that tells me they're ready to flip. So we'll flip them. Gorgeous. And this guy? All right, enough of the flame already, for God's sakes. Cut that out. Get out of there. That's called a flare-up. And here's how you deal with it. Just push everything off to the side. But while it subsides, do you remember this? I just warmed it up a bit. I've said it before, when you have a sweeter base sauce, like a teriyaki, like a barbecue, you don't put it on until you've already got some cooking, or it'll just burn. So now, we'll give a nice little coating to everybody. And now, over to the cooking zone. And back we come. And because I don't want the flames, and they're gonna do fine, I'm gonna shut the lid, and we'll be back. Okay, they're all ready, but watch this. I'm gonna take them off upside down. Why? So that I can paint them again, because I want this terry sauce on everything. Oh God, the smell when it hits this hot patty is amazing. These guys, boys, throwing a bun on here. You guys can hit the other side. The bun will toast, and we build. And we go like this, bun, bun. The only other thing we're giving this is Japanese mayonnaise. Of course, Japanese mayonnaise because we love it, but also the Hawaiian Islands have a very significant Japanese food component to a lot of what they do. We're gonna be no different today. I told you how simple this burger was. You've got the bun, you've got the Japanese mayo, you've got this gorgeous patty. And now, the crowning glory, maybe, the pineapple. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what I ate when Kelly and I got married and honeymooned in Hawaii 300 years ago. It's beautiful. The simplicity of this is what I really love the most. Look, it's a couple of things. Yes, we made our own terry sauce, but gosh, you want to, trust me. You also want to do this. I'm not kidding. That is a near perfect looking burger. It's gorgeous. And it tastes like this. The sweet of the pineapple, the delicious of the teriyaki with the little sweetness in the brown sugar, but the ginger and the garlic, and oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. Make this, but also before you leave, if you're still here, and if you're hearing me, then you are, hit the link in the bottom. We'd love you to donate, even a couple of bucks. Everything goes to World Central Kitchen to help with the absolute devastation that's going on in Lahaina right now. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here, and thanks for being part of our family. Or as they say in the islands, part of our ohana.